guys, so today we're going to be looking at more relationship stories. Yeah, let's just get right into the video. I have proof of my husband's affair with our sitter. What now? I've been married to my husband for 8 years now, and for the first time in the 10 years we've been together, I can't stand to see him. This man ruined our marriage and family for some 19-year-old. Divorce is the only option for me because I don't think I will ever love him again. It all started 1 year ago when we were looking for a babysitter for our 2 sons. I, along with my husband, work full-time. After putting the word out, one of our neighbors informed us that their daughter was interested in the job. Maggie came by for us to interview. She had experience and she was able to work around our schedule. At the time, it seemed like a win all-around situation. We found someone responsible and Maggie found a job that could help her out. I never once was insecure about Maggie's looks or worried about my husband being attracted to her. Maggie did a great job taking care of our sons. We were both happy with her. Around last July, I started to get suspicious because of how my husband and Maggie would talk to each other. I came home one day to find my husband making Maggie laugh uncontrollably. I tried to forget about it because it felt like I was becoming jealous of this younger woman. It stayed in the back of my head after that. The second sign was when I was changing the sheets in our guest bedroom, I found strands of blonde hair. No one in my family has blonde hair. I'm a brunette. The last guests we had over were my in-laws who didn't have blonde hair either. The only person who's been in my house recently with blonde hair is Maggie. That's not a big deal though, because maybe she laid down after getting tired or something. Then there was the whole car fiasco. Husband out of nowhere one day asks my opinion about buying Maggie a new car for her birthday. This took me by surprise because it's not like Maggie doesn't have a car. Not even the fact that Maggie doesn't have a car. Why would you buy your babysitter a car? I mean, I guess if you're rich. Also, I don't think we're in this situation to be giving away cars as gifts. Husband's argument was that her car was old, and if she took our boys out, it would be safer in a new car. I told him no on the car, and that was final. After the car situation, alarms are going off in my head. At this point, I go from thinking I'm just jealous of Maggie to there's something going on here. Now Maggie is coming to work in skirts with heels on. She went from sweatpants and not wearing makeup to now have makeup on and her hair done. Then I notice her toes are painted black. My husband has a thing for feet. I've known this for an entire relationship. His favorite color on my toes is black. Bro, what is going on? Now I have this 19-year-old coming to work in high heels with the toes done in my husband's favorite color. At this point, I'm 99% sure something is going on. I get a hold of his phone. I'm looking in the messages for Maggie. Maggie's in a group chat with us. All contact and scheduling is supposed to be done in that group chat with all 3 of us in it. I find Maggie being texted by my husband separately in his phone. The messages obviously have been deleted by him since the last message was from earlier today, a bunch of laughing emojis from her. I did some research and realized I could recover messages that had been deleted. What I uncovered was probably all of the evidence I needed. It's him basically telling Maggie about how our marriage is basically over. They can talk about spending the rest of their lives together, how she can move in as soon as I move out. She makes a statement, your sons won't even miss her when they have me as their mum. That one really hurt me because the audacity of this woman to talk about my sons like that. Also, I found Snapchat on my husband's phone, which he's never had before this. I have a copy of the conversations on my phone. I also have them on video kissing in my backyard. They must have forgot the security camera was there. Now that I have all of this evidence, I'm not sure how to approach it. Do I talk to a divorce attorney before I confront my husband? Do I confront my husband at all about this? Because I would like an explanation about why he thought it was a good idea to throw away our marriage because of some 19-year-old wanting to play housewife. Also, do I make any financial moves before blowing this up? As of right now, I've been pretending like everything is okay. I don't think he suspects anything. I'm too embarrassed to talk to my friends and family about this. I feel like I'm still in shock over all this. It just feels like a terrible dream that I will eventually wake up from. Yes, keep all that as evidence. Keep it in like a USB, back it up, okay? So they can't deny anything. That's crazy. But yes, personally, I feel like for sure, don't confront the husband. Because, you know, I feel like it's dangerous. Don't talk to the husband. Don't even let him know. Don't even act suspicious. He ruined his own marriage for a 19-year-old when he's 39. I mean, we all know Maggie doesn't love him. We all know that. Because if she did, why would she be asking for a car? She's definitely using him. And he's dumb. How do I recover after seeing a note about how ugly and fat I am in my husband's phone? My husband and I were chilling in the house. He was cooking while I was reading my book. He goes to therapy for himself, and I think it's great. I know he talks about us, discusses sensitive topics before we can talk, and tries his best to deal with things in a healthier way. I wanted to check for some photos he took of me on his phone, and generally speaking, we don't keep our phones off limits from each other. I noticed a widget of notes with my name on it and was curious, so I looked. My wife is fat even 2 years after we had our child. She has a pretty face, but even that gets lost in the frumpy clothing, zero makeup and double chin. This crushed me. I know this was private and probably wrote as notes to talk to his therapist about, but this is a bell that can't be unrung. I just silently put his phone away because I didn't want to find anything else. I'm heartbroken because I now know what he feels about me. Sure, our sex life may not be the best right now, and my physical fitness hasn't recovered, but after reading that note, being ugly and fat is all I think about. I'm just obsessing over it. I've just been very reserved for the past days, and I'm too embarrassed, angry, humiliated, and unloved to even bring this up to him, if I even can. He's never outwardly expressed that to me, or his behavior actions isn't aligning with what he wrote in his notes. He is kind to me and treats me well, but I do care about what he genuinely feels, and his feelings about me hurt. How do I move forward? Wow. Kind of conflicted about this because honestly, I feel like the husband is trying his best to not hurt her feelings. I mean, obviously when you guys get married and have kids, right? No one's gonna look perfect. No one's gonna look the same as how you've met them. And maybe that's a part of why he's getting therapy. I mean, we've all heard about husbands telling their wives that they're fat and ugly without even caring about hurting the wife's feelings, right? But this husband, it's the fact that he keeps it in to talk to his therapist about. He doesn't let it out on his wife. Because I do like the fact that he's going to therapy and try to better himself. Because we all know there are some people out there who will just not go to therapy and they don't think they're wrong. They don't want to fix anything about themselves. And that's way worse than what this husband is doing. In no way did he call her ugly. So being on the heavier side doesn't necessarily mean you're ugly, if that makes sense. Because he still said she has a pretty face. But yeah, seriously, she just needs to talk to him and get that clarification. Maybe this is just how he deals with the thoughts. He writes them down and then goes to therapy and then talks about it. I think that's healthy, not gonna lie. But like I said, everyone can feel differently. My boyfriend told me to starve myself because I'm overweight and unattractive compared to before. We have been dating for 4 years now. This is what I mean. This is what I mean. People like this are way worse than the husband that we just read about. Because they're making the partners feel unattractive. They're making the partners feel ugly. But the husband that we read before, he's done nothing to make his wife feel ugly. He makes her feel loved. But it's just that he has those thoughts in his mind. This is what we don't like, okay? I recently got diagnosed with PCOS, hence the weight gain. Plus, I have kidney stones coming out right now, so was advised against running. I can't afford the gym, so that's also not an option. So he insisted yesterday that I starve myself in order to lose my fat. I am 5'9" and 190 pounds. I don't know if I'm overreacting by feeling so hurt by everything that he said. He even asked me today if I ate anything and I said no, to which he replied, very good. Oh, yeah, leave. Okay, this one, you actually gotta leave him. Because it's the fact that he's making her feel ugly when she's literally sick. Okay. Yeah, no thank you. Bye-bye. Straight dumped. Seriously, why would you want to stay with someone like that? Who tells you outright that you should starve yourself to lose weight? No thank you. Well, at least now we know that a lot of people feel this way, right? When they get together with like an attractive person, and then when the attractive person slowly starts changing, obviously they're going to feel a certain way, yes. Okay, it's fine. I feel like that's fine. As long as you don't make them feel terrible about themselves in the present. I personally feel like that's fine. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to be able to know everything that your partner is thinking about in their minds. You're not a mind reader. And also, you don't need to know. Some things you don't need to know. But it's the fact that this boyfriend literally told her outright. No thank you. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!